outside Kuminga. And it's all evened up.
And over the years, Kuminga's shown a lot of improvement with his ability to catch and shoot.
Here's James. It's Clark with the rebound.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
3 points.
And great offensive instincts from Green. Goes into the shot the moment he catches the ball.
Outside for Murray. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. LeBron wants his respect. He said the work that goes into still playing at this level has to be respected. They say, would you rather be loved or respected? For me, it's always about respect. People can lie and say they love you, but you can always gauge when someone is not respecting you. Guys?
He truly has earned it. Allie, we thank you very much.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Now, here's Hart. No scoring in this one. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Anunoby. It's rebounded by Kuminga. And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They trail by 1. Hey, Stan, how about the Boston Celtics? Back-to-back 60-win seasons.
Well, Kevin, winning 50 is a great season. 60 wins is simply incredible. We have lots of regular seasons where no team wins 60. Credit Joe Mazzulla, his staff, and players for keeping this thing rolling.
There's 1:38 left here in the first quarter. Pass to Green. Back to James. They kick it out to Green. 4 on the clock. Here's Anunoby. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And it's crucial that Anunoby knocks down that jumper, showing how skilled he is from the perimeter.
Back to Mitchell. Murray way outside. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Seattle leading by 3. Here's LeBron. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Seattle.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
Collins wide open, he fires. Again, the miss by the Celtics. On the wing, Anunoby. It's stolen by Hachimura. Out of bounds. Seattle will take possession.
And that's just a risky play to make a heave like that. Not worth it.
There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Over in the corner, Green. Pass to Nesmith. Back to Anunoby. Lets it go with a 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so the first quarter is in the books. Seattle ahead.
10. Seattle 16.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Seattle. Guys?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Murray outside. Fires from deep. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Well, the D has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
Anunoby outside. Here's Neesmith. And a miss there on the triple. Mitchell with it. Murray outside. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. And now it's a 3-point Celtic lead.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. And never Greg an all-star, but he is a star. Jamal Murray can flat out play.
And he's had his hurdles to overcome with injury over the years, but he's never one to shrink from a challenge, and he remains a prolific shot creator. And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Pass to Anunoby. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Here's Neesmith. Hits the three-point bomb. And Seattle leads by 2.
In that situation, rather than trying to score himself, Draymond will often kick that back out to an open shooter.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's foul number 2 for him. On defense, Boston. LeBron left side. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Pass to Murray. It's stolen by Green. In the corner, it's Neesmith. Back to LeBron. This one for 3. Collins grabs the miss. Murray outside. Here's Mitchell. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
The shot by Mitchell, no good. Now James. He's got 10. Here's Hart. Seattle missing again. The Celtics with the lead. Mitchell looking it over. Here's Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Excellent pass from Mitchell. His teammates are so fortunate to have a guy to make them better.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Hands it from downtown. Hart's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of the court that has to be covered in the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor.
It's Mitchell driving. And then Mitchell at the dunk.
And what a ferocious finish. Once Mitchell gets some speed behind him, look out.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey guys, the Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, "The closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control, things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you." Kevin?
Staying dialed in. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report.
Oh, big night for LeBron. I mean, what's new?
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
For Celtics Entertainment.
Celtics trail by 4. And it's Trent in the corner. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Trent got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. It's too hard. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
For Seattle, they have made their only other free throw attempt today on an earlier trip to the line.
And look back a season ago, they did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throw.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And Seattle making a change here.
Substitution on the court.
Boston trailing. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's Wells. No good on the three. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Seattle. That'll be the first of two straight at home. A three-pointer is right on target. Burks has got himself on the board with three there. For three, Van Vliet. And it's Seattle with the rebound. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Back to Burks. The three. And another three for Seattle.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
29.
And so it's Seattle, holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game.
And footwork really so important. Donovan threads the drive there with such grace.
Burks in the corner. Shoots over Kuminga. No good on that one.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
Make some noise.
Now, here's Mitchell. Takes a three. The triple from Mitchell.
Reliable. That's Mitchell from three.
Here's Neesmith. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
Yeah, not a great pass there. You got to be on the same page as your teammates.
Celtics trail by three. And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And here is Mitchell. 9 points in the game so far. In the corner, Murray with it. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Seattle leading by 6. But LeBron's playing days are over, and GA, who knows when that'll be. What will you remember most about his play?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say, he's exceeded them.
Shot clock at 5. Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Here's Anunoby, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Well, when Murray is passing the ball to his teammates, they are at their best.
LeBron up top. Back to Anunoby. A three. James buries the three.
3 points.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Over in the corner, Kuminga. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. They get a hand on it. And stolen by Murray. Pulls up. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And his coaches and teammates love that. They want Hachimura getting after it more on that offensive glass.
LeBron, that's a two-pointer. Jump shot is good.
Assisted by.
And that's 17 points for LeBron.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. And you assemble an all-swagger team. Jamal Murray is on that roster.
Well, you're right, Kevin. And look, where players really gain their confidence, their swagger, if you will, in this league is when you play your best on the biggest stages in the playoffs. Jamal Murray has certainly done that. He has earned his swagger.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And that one misses.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Here's Mitchell. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Collins. Back to Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell drops the hammer.
Oh, the leaping ability of Mitchell, allowing him to go way upstairs.
And they double up James. In the corner, it's Nesmith. Back to James.
2 minutes remaining.
Back to Nesmith. 5 to shoot. From deep. Collins grabs the miss.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Personal foul.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Seattle.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And also, guys, the confidence to keep taking the three. It's been falling, so they've got to keep going back here.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
James driving. Pass to Nesmith. Connects from three-point range. Nesmith has got 9 points.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
For three, Mitchell with the putback. Outside for Murray. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Seattle leading by 4. Green. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Pass to LeBron. The strength and power of James down low.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
And finished off by Collins.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. LeBron James on the wing. Pass to Green. LeBron right side. For 3. And it's Green. Missing.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, You got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
Murray, good.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far.
50. Seattle. 51.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeouts. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Rick Carlisle as he talked with the team. He was very passionately telling his team, don't give them an inch when they have the ball. This game is going to come down to defense. I need you guys to work hard and close this one out. Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you for that. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Seattle. They lead by 1. Pass to Burks. Now, here's Nurkic. He started by Collins. 3-on-3. And they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Mitchell with it. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Coming onto the floor for the Oregon team.
6 to shoot. Pass to Murray. Stolen. Now, Neesmith. Now, Green. He's covered by Murray. 4 on the shot clock. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. On the wing, Anunoby. Green, the screen.
And look, he's had an off night, but it won't matter as long as they hold on to this lead.
Pass to Neesmith. Back to James. Hart outside. Shot clock at 6. James slams it in.
Yeah, the vertical's still there. LeBron's athleticism never ceases to amaze.
In the corner, Collins with it. And they call an illegal screen here.
They've gotten careless, Kevin, no doubt about it, with their turnovers in the second half. And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
James looking around. And James throws it down.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of it.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Kuminga, no good.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space. Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Here's Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Pass to Anunoby. There's the 3. Boston grabs the miss.
Yeah, and they hold the lead in spite of his cold shooting night. He has not been able to get it going.
Back to Mitchell. Here's Murray to tie it up. And there's the 3.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Outside, James. And they double up James. Now Hart. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
You see those defensive instincts paying off. Great anticipation to kick the ball and head the other direction.
And when you need a big score, you want LeBron to get the ball, and that's why.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Outside, Murray. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead right there. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Al Hart. Green fires. He's off from 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Mitchell. Cleared away by Hart. And stolen by Murray. The 3 doesn't go. Here's Seattle. They've only given up 5 points here in the 4th quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here's Kuminga. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called for. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
And Seattle making a change here. 1:03 left in the 4th quarter. Rebounded by Collins.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
6 on the shot clock. James with it. Kuminga picks him up. And stolen by Murray.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
Yeah, this one isn't over, but they can't afford to waste any time.
Just 4 to shoot. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
Jonathan Kuminga.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. So they foul intentionally.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try to extend the game.
It's the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
No doubt, that just about seals it.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to chalk it over. They're trailing by 4. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
An uphill climb. They need everything to break their way.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Just 4 seconds left in the 4th quarter. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
And you know what? They're not ready to give up yet. They'll try to intentionally foul if they can get a quick hoop.
Mitchell. So a close game sees Seattle taking this. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really...